Hi, I'm Imran Khan, celebrating Terrific 10 with Zoom.
Hi, this is Omar Qureshi celebrating the 10th anniversary of Zoom and discussing the 10 commandments of Bollywood. I'm sitting here at Escobar with Imran Khan and we're going to discuss what it takes to be resilient. Yes, thou shalt be resilient. Welcome, Imran.
Thank you.
Yeah. For an actor, it takes nerves of steel to survive in this industry because it's a cutthroat place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true or false?
Absolutely, yeah. I was very fortunate that I've seen enough of the film industry long before I even joined.
Yeah.
I've seen my grandfather, I've seen my two uncles, Amir Mamu, Mansoor Mamu, and I've seen how the business is. You're up one day, you're down the next day.
Yeah.
And this is one of the few things that AK told me before I started working. Saying, look, man, you have to have guts of steel and you have to have skin like a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
Because people will say great things about you, and 5 minutes later they'll say the worst things about you. You have to be able to deal with both of those.
Did you face that?
Yeah, absolutely. And right from day one, I think more than many other people, I was kind of emotionally prepared for that. I said, look, I know this is how it's going to be. I know that people will always say great things and people will always say terrible things.
Right.
Sometimes the same people. So.
Okay. But you're an emotional guy. You're a very sensitive guy also. So for you, it must have been like, you can't be a rhinoceros. Yeah.
I'm able to separate what I hear depending on who it comes from.
Right.
I'm very good at saying, look, these are the people whose opinions really matter to me, and whatever they say, I will take to heart.
Right.
And whatever else other people may say, I will not take it to heart.
Yeah.
And I'm clear on who those people are, and those have always been the people who are closest to me, my closest friends, my closest family. People outside that will always comment, they will always have an opinion, but it's never a very informed opinion. It's an outsider's perspective.
Right. So more than a rhinoceros, you have to be a tortoise. You have a shell you go into and then come out of it, right?
I am a double-shelled tortoise, if you ask anyone. I'm the first one saying, nahi karna hai, nahi jana hai. मैं घर पे बैठा रहूँगा.
Yeah. But Imran, tell me, a lot of people who get a lot of failure initially and then taste success, they can deal with a second round of failure better. Stars who get instant success, for them it's a little more difficult to swallow when a couple of movies don't do well of theirs.
I think it's actually very important to learn how to deal with success.
Yeah.
Because it is very easy, and I will tell you this from very personal experience.
Yeah.
It's very easy for you to get caught up and to get very, very excited and say, oh my God, I'm so great.
Yeah.
I remember feeling this way after my first film release, after Jaane Tu release.
Yeah.
I was 25 years old. I had done a film which I'm very proud of, but if I'm very honest, it was not the greatest work as an actor. I'm always the first one to look at my work and say I can do better. I wish that I had done better.
Yeah.
And I remember for a while feeling very, very great about myself. That bhai, I have arrived. Ab main kuch bhi kar sakta hu. Now I'm an actor. I know how to act. I know everything.
Yeah.
And my second film didn't work. And suddenly I got this jolt and saying, acha, so it's not that easy. There are many other factors at play as well. It's not that if you happen to do one film that does well, suddenly you know everything, suddenly you are an actor, suddenly you know how to handle. You don't have all the answers, you don't know everything. You have to remember that. So it's a lesson that I got very early on.
Yeah. But how do you personally deal with your highs and your lows? How do you react when you're in your own house, in your four walls?
The second I reach home, I leave the film industry outside my door.
Yeah.
I want my home to be my space where it's about my own life, not about the life that I live in public.
So you're a different person at home.
Absolutely.
And outside, you know how to deal with that.
Yeah, outside, I mean, you have to put on the star face.
Yeah.
you have to put on the nice clothes and you have to style your hair and go out. Now I'm a performer. Now I'm an actor. Now I have to have that persona accordingly. Once I get home, I can take it all off. I can take the makeup off.
Imran, your lowest low has been after Gori Tere Pyar Mein.
Yeah.
Yeah. And were you devastated because you kind of went into a shell for some time?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very, very sad time for me because I had done a film with people who meant so much to me.
Yeah.
Puneet has always been a very dear friend of mine. We've done 2 films together. Karan has always been a well-wisher of mine. We've done 3 films together. Kareena and I have worked together before, so it was a very, very personal film for me, you understand?
Yeah.
I was working with people that I have great affection for, great love and great respect
like family.
for. Yeah. And as such, I mean, all other things aside, you start to feel emotionally attached to a film.
Yeah.
Because as I say, you're working with people who you love and you care for so much. And when a film like that doesn't work, it does hit you very hard.
Yeah.
I have to say, Gori is one of the most fun films that I've done in my entire career, where I was happy every day. Every morning I would go to set, happy to be seeing these people, happy to be working with them. People who I respect, people who I admire. And at the end of all that, when other people don't see it the same way, when an audience watches the film and they don't react to it the same way that you reacted, it is upsetting.
Have you seen friends change sides or change colors when, say, a movie of yours doesn't do well?
Yes, of
or
course.
Any actor for that matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen this at various times.
Yeah.
Shortly after Jaane Tu, I did Kidnap and Luck, back-to-back films didn't work. And I know that my phone stopped ringing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, went dead silent.
Yeah.
And it was at that point that Karan was one of the few people who actually called me in and offered me a film.
Okay.
Something for which I've always been grateful.
Yeah.
And I've seen exactly that. Again, post Gori, a lot of people who were calling me every day suddenly stopped calling. Like, "Acha, ye baat hai." And that's when you remember who does call.
Yeah. But your friendship with Karan and Puneet and Kareena remains unaffected?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
fine. That's fine.
I feel that you can't let just the failure of a film affect the way that you feel about someone. That's not correct. Then it's not really friendship, is it?
What's the finest advice that Amir has given you?
It's something which I keep going back to, which I don't know how many others have even it has even occurred to them. He told me this very early on that a director is a lone warrior. I think in today's day and age, a director is a guy who has an idea. He has a story that he wants to tell. Now he is dealing with problems कि the actor is not giving him dates, producer is not giving him money, location नहीं मिल रहा है, ये नहीं हो रहा है. All of these various problems are coming in, and through all of this one guy Vichara is trying to make a film and tell a story. So you have to be in his corner. You have to support him. If you have agreed to do his film, you must be the one guy that he can turn to for support. The one guy who will always be on the director's side saying, "Haan bhai, I have signed on for his vision.
Yeah.
I have signed on to make the film that he wants to make, and I will support him all the way through."
But that's fantastic advice. Yeah.
This is something that I have always believed in. If I have signed on to a film, then I am there for the director. Whatever he wants, whatever he requests, I'm there.
Finally, Imran, a star needs to be resilient because
Really that is the only way that you can survive.
Yeah.
It's the emotional highs and lows in our business are so high and so low. Until and unless you actually experience it personally, it's hard to explain to someone. It's hard to explain to someone who hasn't felt that. You cannot understand the high that you get. That feeling of happiness and joy that you get when you see an audience watching your film and enjoying your film. When you hear them laugh at the correct moments, when you hear them cry, when you hear them gasp like that, when you know that they're on the journey with you. I cannot explain to you what that feels like.
Yeah.
It's like every drug, every alcohol, you mix all of those together and give it to a person in one tiny little capsule in one go. It's like that.
Yeah.
And the lows are that low. So somewhere to maintain your sanity within that, you have to have your head on straight, and you have to have a support system. It's very important to have people who are close to you who will be honest with you, regardless of what is happening outside.
Yeah.
Because you'll find a lot of people who are instantly willing to jump up and pat you on the back and talk about how wonderful you are and how great you are. And you'll have an equal number of people who are willing to step up and drag you down and cut you for absolutely no reason. And within that, to maintain an even keel, you need people you can trust.
You need to be even here.
But there's only so much you can do. I'm telling you, the support system is just as important. You have to have people who are close to you, who you can trust no matter what.
Yeah.
And that comes in the form of very, very close friends, very old friends, your closest family.
Yeah.
Those are really the only people that will actually do that for you,
Yeah.
with disregarding what is happening outside.
Yeah. Imran, very sound advice from one so young. Very wise advice.
I'm not that young
wise
also.
words. Yeah.
I'm not that young now I'm a father.
Yeah, so what? You can be a father at 16 also.
But you should not be a father at 16.
Yeah.
Advice from Zoom.
Thank you so much, Imran, and wish you all the best and more
Thanks for having
resilience,
me.
more power to you. Thank you.